So PN diode will be always maximum it is connected in forward bias to for its application, to make use of it. PN diode to make use of it in different applications. You see in the half wave or full wave rectifier, when PN diode is in on condition, it is an on switch, closed circuit, only then the waveform will come out at the output side. If PN diode is in reverse bias in that particular region, that diode doesn't contribute any output. Whichever diode in reverse bias, that diode doesn't contribute any output. So in that case, 0 is the output, okay, because of that particular reverse bias diode. But Zener diode, it is connected in reverse bias, maximum, always Zener diode in reverse bias. PN diode is normal doping. Zener diode is more doping, high level of doping, then PN diode can be converted to Zener diode. PN symbol is different. This is the Z model. Cathode is in Z shape in the case of Zener diode. And if you see here, heavily doping, it will exhibit breakdown. It will exhibit breakdown. Generally, the voltage breakdown will be at 1.8 volts to 200 volts. 1.8 volts to 200 volts, the breakdown will happen. Breakdown means in the reverse bias at one particular voltage, there is sharp increase in the current. In the reverse bias, so first graph is for PN diode, normal operating regions for a rectifier. Rectifier means PN diode. The second one is Zener diode. You see in the PN diode, forward bias and reverse bias, almost similar type of graph. Almost similar. The curve will be almost similar in the forward and reverse bias, first quadrant, third quadrant. But in the Zener diode, in the third quadrant, there will be a sharp breakdown, sharp increase in the current at particular voltage. If you are giving more doping, this breakdown will occur at a very low level. If you are giving less doping, breakdown will occur at a higher level, and that breakdown can happen between 1.8 to 1.8 volts to 200 volts based on the doping levels. The breakdown means this VZ, the negative reverse bias voltage, that is called breakdown voltage. Here the current is present. The forward current will be always in milliampere, reverse current will be in microampere. Both in PN diode as well as Zener diode, forward current will be high compared to the reverse current. Forward current will be in milliamperes, reverse current will be in microamperes. If you see, these are the different names given: Zener knee current, Zener test current, Zener maximum current. This is the maximum value current flow. And then in the reverse bias, mainly we talk about Zener diode. We have two types of breakdown. One is avalanche breakdown, another one is Zener breakdown. So two types of breakdown happens in Zener diode. One is avalanche breakdown, second one is Zener breakdown. And it will be because of electric field or kinetic energy of the electrons. So electrons are moving very fast. Because of that, we will have breakdown. If the electric field supply voltage, that also create rupture in the bonds, and the valence electrons will be they separate the valence electrons from their respective nucleus. Respective nuclei means they are in a covalent bond, and that covalent bond is broken because of rupture. Rupture means breaking of the covalent bond. It may happen due to electric field. So this is called Zener breakdown. And kinetic energy means the electrons are moving very fast, and they go and meet a hole, and their recombination takes place. So like that, the kinetic energy dependence, we will have avalanche breakdown. So two types of breakdown will happen in Zener diode. So here you can see below 6 volts, if breakdown happens, that is called avalanche breakdown. And above 6, predominant whose breakdown is below 6 volts. So particularly below 6 means it is avalanche breakdown. Above 6 is, that is Zener breakdown. All this you will study in the theory. You can just go afterwards. We will upload in the GCR. The carrier multiplication. The process of carrier multiplication occurs very quickly and in large numbers, and that is apparently called as avalanche of charge carriers. Multiplication. Avalanche of charge carriers means multiplication. And in that case, the speed of electrons will be very high. That is also called kinetic energy, the collision of electrons with the atom. Speed of electrons will be very high, kinetic energy of the electrons. All this give rise to avalanche breakdown. These are the differences between Zener breakdown and avalanche breakdown. Zener breakdown, electric field is very strong, means the applied voltage, the electric field created is very strong in the case of Zener breakdown. And in the avalanche breakdown, it is not very strong. Lightly doping means it will happen at a lightly doping, it will give rise to avalanche breakdown. Heavily doping, very, very high level of doping, it will give rise to the Zener breakdown. All these are the differences. Zener breakdown happens at a lower voltage. Avalanche breakdown happens at a higher voltage. You see here, avalanche breakdown happens at a higher voltage. What I told you, if the doping is less, breakdown happens at a higher level, higher voltage. If the doping is less, breakdown happens at a higher voltage. Okay. In the previous slide, we have seen in the avalanche breakdown, lightly doped, doping is less. So the breakdown is happening at a higher voltage, around 6.5. Zener breakdown, doping is high. So it is happening at 4.7. Okay. So doping is heavy. In the Zener breakdown, doping is heavy, and hence the breakdown happens at a lower voltage. Okay, in and around 6 volts. It is happening, breakdown is happening in and around 6 volts. In the first quadrant, Zener behavior will be exactly same as the PN diode. There is no change. In the forward bias, Zener diode gives a graph which is exactly similar to PN diode. In the reverse bias only, the effect of Zener diode can be visibly seen. You can see forward current is milliampere, reverse current is microampere.